Brilliant. Hey everyone. Since this is probably going to be one of those ones where either I fall asleep or my small person wakes up and I have to stop the recording. But what have we done since last time? So when we last left, I think I was just about to get out of the marsh where the dragon used to live before I killed it. By the way, that dragon looked more like a big praying mantis than a dragon. Anyway, so we went through there again, looking for the special thing for Shanna. We've gone to a special temple where all the chests had little notes in them telling us to bugger off. There were some puzzles, those things that resonated with our Dragoon stuff, and then we fought a thief man called Drake, who wasn't a thief. He was protecting Shirley, who is this god being that we're dealing with now. I suspect she was one of the prior generation of Dragoons, because she knows Rose for some reason. And she's facing Dart with questions of what his motivations are. And theoretically, we're going to see if we can get to the I think our prize is going to be Shanna's Dragoon spirit, which is the white something or other one. Cool. Anyway, so that's where we are. And that was Rose going whipsnick. Oh, magic. Oh, doing some kind of magic to Dart. Oh, a really naff drain attack. Which didn't do a lot. Right. I'm trying to get Lavitz to level up some of his harder combos, and it's not going well, as I am about to demonstrate. Yep, got 3 in out of the 5 or 6 lots. Oh. But yeah, she's already questioned me once, and I went with what I thought. Right. Why do we fight? So she's going, Dart, Lavitz, why do you fight? I think it's to protect those we love. Dart, bare your heart to me. Oh, I've got cats. Hello. Hello, Chi-Chi. Oh. And I don't have any... I have no options but to... Okay, so she's turned into Shanna. Do I attack Shanna? I can't do anything apart from attacking. There's no skip turn option. And I'm a Dragoon at the moment, so I can only attack or use magic. And Dart's magic is not nice magic. Oh well. Guess I'm hitting Shanna with my sword. This ain't gonna go well. No, poor Shanna. You gonna ask me some questions? Oh. You're gonna hit me with one of Shanna's arrows. Oh well. No big loss then. Right. Here we go, right. Ask questions. Dart, what are you going to do after you find the black monster? Right, this is where I got to last time. It's like, get revenge. What else? Revenge? And I'm going to... Because I don't think I'm meant to kill Shanna. Somehow that seems like something I shouldn't be doing. Please, forget about revenge and stay with me. The black monster or me, Dart. And I'm going to get to pick Shanna or the black monster. And I think I'm going to pick Shanna. Really? Dart, I'm so happy. Okay. Is that me telling the right answer? Lavitz, show me where your loyalty lies. Okay. Nope. She's turned into Albert. And they're each getting shown their significant other. Oh, what was Albert's voice like? He was like, It wasn't actually that far away from what I was doing for Shirley. So it'd be, Lavitz, what are you doing here? Your duty is to the knighthood. Right away, Your Majesty. Okay. Oh. The cats are taking part in some MMA on my feet. A knight must obey the iron code of chivalry. You can't let emotions control you. You must follow all orders regardless of personal loss. Does that mean it's the wrong answer? Oh, Lavitz, are these truly the principles that guide your life? What kind of man do you aspire to be? Think it over again, which means I gave the wrong answer. Oh well, let's beat up Shirley. Yay, I did it! You two stop fighting. It's my feet you're fighting on. Well, point me out. You'll be all pointy. Silly cats. Right, let's do some smash. Oh. I'll fuck it up. Nope. No. Oh. Ooh. So yeah. Just. I should probably describing more stuff. But yeah, I was Rose, and I've just transformed. And I'm gonna use her magic astral drain. Do. The thing is, after she does the drain, the big healing light she does comes out of her butt. It's just a bit rude. You see, if this was made now, I suspect I would be not meant to beat Shirley. It would have it that like I'm not meant to beat her. I'm meant to do all the questions. Oh, lasers! Ooh, big lasers! That's a big surprise. Right, Lavitz, show me where your loyalty lies. Okay. Transform into Albert. Everyone do a big old defend. And we'll see what we do. Right, Lavitz, what are you doing here? Duty to a nightmare. Right. That's not like you.
That's not like you.
You are disobeying my orders? Yeah, that's something that Lavitz does. Lavitz is actually like pretty belligerent for a knight. Like, I get the impression he just does his own thing and just happens to coincide. Lavitz, are you disobeying me? Choosing one life over many? One is worth fighting for. Well said, Lavitz. A knight must be prepared to lay down his life, even to save just one person. Nothing is more honourable. It is true. And Albert still looks much more like a protagonist than Lavitz. I wonder why that might be.
Right. That your quest will bring truth, but also suffering. Do you still wish to continue?
No matter what.
Such a brave spirit. Your resolve is unwavering and true. Perhaps you are indeed worthy to carry the future. Lavitz, I ask you, who is the most important person for you to protect?
I guess, Mother? It's human to care for one's parents.
You are a man before you are a knight. Parents care for their children, and a child yearns for its parent. This bond gives us strength. Don't forget you have somebody waiting for you. Lastly, Rose, I must ask, what does life mean for you?
Now Rose, who we know fuck all about, really. At least officially speaking. It's to say either she's never thought about it, or nothing but sacrifice. And I believe it's nothing but sacrifice.
Rose, I foresee the end of your painful journey. This young man will awaken your old self and lead you to a happier future. Now illuminate the path with my silver dragoon spirit.
So yeah, Shirley was defo the previous Silver Dragoon. Yeah, there we go. Can you cat stop fighting? Oh. We acquired White Silver Dragoon Spirit.
That was beautiful. Take this with you as I promised. However, I have one favor to ask. He has protected my shrine from countless attempts by bandits and plunderers. He even stood up to you. Please save Drake. I have no physical form, so I cannot draw from the power of the spirit.
But I can't feel any power holding it like this. Rose speaking. Held it up with the spirit of the red-eyed dragon. Oh, they're both glowing. They're both glowing on old Drakey. Oh, oh. This is...
Your dragoon spirit draws the healing power of the white silver dragoon spirit.
Oh, someone's going, Am I alive?
Thank goodness.
We can save her with this.
That, uncovering the truth, sometimes brings pain, but you will be able to overcome it.
Oh, and she appears to have some kind of significant glance towards Rose.
Farewell, Rose. I am looking forward to the day our roads cross again.
By which I suspect that means when you die. Shirley? She's gone to where she belongs. Let's go. Shanna's waiting.
God, I really should put more effort into Dart, but I just find it funny not to.
Oh, Drake says, oh, what the hell did I say? Shirley, where did you go? Oh god, everyone just turns into different flavours of, like, frankly, like, upsetting scouse. Oh. All the chests that were filled with rude words are in here, and they're all got 20g in, which is a bit of a waste, really. Oh, a healing breeze. A demon stiletto. 20g. And 20g. So by far, I'm guessing demon stiletto is for you. Yep. Right. I suspect that reduces damage from light-based attack by half is something that's worth having for you if we're ever in a place where there's something that's going to damage you by light-based things. Yes. Let's look at status. See if I can work this out. Yeah, yeah, Dart, you're the weakest. That's quite embarrassing, mate. Yeah, no, you are absolutely, like, you're the highest level and you're the weakest character. I'm guessing you must be due a weapon improvement, but still, like, your base attack and defense and everything are the weakest there. Ugh. Yikes. Oh well. You are the one that turns into Dragoon the most often, though. So I guess there's that. Hmm. Oh. What? But yeah. Hmm. Right. Well, now we got to get back to the thingy place and deal with Shanna. Hmm. So my partner, what does the she does she works on a comic book series. Well, I say comic book series. It's a webtoon called Exalted. For those of you who want to look on, it's on Webtoon Canvas, and it's very good. It's about Greek gods and goddesses falling in lovely queer love. Other things happen as well. There is actually like a plot which is like an action intrigue type thing, but it's mostly about the immortal lesbians. Anyway, she's like really been struggling because she's like pretty much exclusively been stuck watching. I say stuck, but basically she's been watching The Simpsons as a background noise because it's something which like absolutely does not matter. But she has hit last decade, as in 2010 onwards, and it's like, oh my god, it's not even just bad anymore, it's straight up boring, it's actually sending me to sleep even though it's not the main thing I'm listening to. So instead she has decided to go back to my old Audible account and download the Discworld audiobooks we've got, which are very good. And this is a very long roundabout way of me to say that the guards ones are often narrated by Nigel Planer, who is a very funny man and actually very good at doing an audiobook. But the thing is that like a lot of characters end up sounding like Neil from The Young Ones. So I feel a lot better, honestly. I mean, he's actually good at doing like lots of real voices, but it is very funny when like at random a character who is, for example, a lady and a werewolf will just randomly talk like this and be like, "Hey man," just sound like a depressed hippie, you know. And I'm sure Planer must have appeared in Blackadder. Everyone appeared in Blackadder. Ade Edmondson did. Um, Rick Mail obviously did. Rick Mail famously did. Nigel Planer must have. now, and now I'm just having to imagine like what would have been like if Alexei Sale was in Blackadder at any point. That would have been incredibly funny. Also, just Alexei Sale is very funny. It might be me, but I always found him very funny. I mean, he did not really match with the rest of the kind of show that The Young Ones was, but I appreciate it. And like having seen one or two other things he's been involved with, it's like, yep, he's just good. He's just good. You know. Scouse communists, a lot of the time, they're just good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Right, let's get moving. Come on, you. Right. Anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, she started listening to them earlier today. She's just got into Men at Arms now, which of course is very good. Very good. I like Men at Arms. Generally, genuinely quite a struggle to think of like favorite Discworld. Trying to think the ones which like really stick out to me, predominantly Guards books. Although I don't know, actually. God, I ended up just really liking like. Funny enough, like many people, it's a lot of like the usual suspects I end up liking, and so I really like Carpe Jugulum. I think everyone likes Guards. I feel like that's just there's a reason that's generally like suggested to be the starting point for people. Um, you know, and I do like Rincewind stuff, but I think it really like starts at sorcery. Try to even think. God, I've just got to reread a lot of stuff. At some point I'm gonna get those Dragoon combos right. Oh well, at least they're doing an alright job at them. Right. Ooh. Right, whereabouts am I? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I didn't say this temple I'm in. It had puzzles. It had some attempts at puzzles, and they were pretty good. Like they like someone put some thought into this one. Which I'm down for. Um, yeah. God, this world books do I really like. Now I was talking about them earlier. Jingo stands out particularly. Um, at some point, I intend to give another try to a bunch of the death ones because I really like Mort, and there were things I enjoyed about things like soul music and so on, but they're just not up there with me. I think it's the Guards books are like Guards and Witches are pretty much like the peak, and you know, and I'll admit I quite like ones which don't quite fit. Monstrous Regiment, really liked. Uh, Pyramids, yup. Small Gods is one of those which actually probably works better in. I feel like. Do we have that as an audio drama? Trying to remember which ones actually had audio dramas. I know I've got the Mort one somewhere. Um, and I don't think it's particularly alarming for anyone, but wasn't fussed on unseen academicals. I think of like his later works, like I think the Moist von Lipwig ones. You know he did that to like be intentionally hard to say. Um, like yeah, they're brill, but they just no, those are good, and I feel like they fold into Thud and Raising Steam and so on, which all feel like they're very similar. You know, like there's very clearly a different feel to industrial Ankh-Morpork. You know, like there is that bit where it's suddenly like everything's a bit more Victorian / Georgian, as opposed to the sort of medieval fantasy that you know, like the cover magic is 100% a D&D campaign. You know, well, you know, but that was I don't know. I'm talking at my ass, but it's just 'cause it's really good, and they're really good books, and you should read them. They're really easy to read, and they're really enjoyable to read. And I feel like it's something where, I mean, someone will be able to tell me like something that's an equivalent recently, but like a lot of comedy, fantasy, and sci-fi fails to be good sci-fi and also to be good comedy, or fails to be good fantasy. good comedy, you know. There are things which are different. John Scalzi, who I first read for Old Man's War. Oh, I've got to get the rest of them. I've read Old Man's War and the Ghost Brigades, and they were just brilliant. Like, I love a dumb space opera. You know, like, I know it's like meant to be, it's meant to be military sci-fi, but to be fair, like, the less like military sci-fi it is, the better. Anyway, but I really like those. But he did a book called Red Shirts. I mean, he's done other ones which are like parody comedy things, but Red Shirts is the one that I have. I listened to the audiobook of it, read by Will Wheaton, and I found it utterly just so good. To a point where I'm probably going to separately buy it as a book. Just generally an indication that I like it. But yeah, that one does. That one did it being funny, a funny concept, an interesting concept, and actually like a good sci-fi. So yeah, that. Go read Red Shirts. Also just in general, read Pratchett. I know like a lot of people like Good Omens now because there was that very good series about it. But that is also a good book in itself. So yeah, go read that too. I'm not much of a. I mostly know Neil Gaiman for his comic work. I know that he's like. Oh, okay, it doesn't resonate anymore. Oh no! How am I going to get back to the bloody. Oh, I'm going to have to actually heal regularly. Lame. There was a thing that was healing me before, but it's not now, but that's possibly because the lady is gone. Nope, fuck that up. I feel like darts. Well, to be fair, like darts ones are all easy so far. This is when it like introduces like one with crazy timings in it. Yeah, it's nearly midnight. Actually surprised that my little person hasn't woken up. She normally wakes up every night at about 11:30, screaming for daddy. Doesn't really accept any substitutes. Yay, I'm good at that. At least at least I'm good at one bit of parenting, you know. Oh, yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Right, let's do this. Hup. Yep. Hup. Nope. Ugh. So the combo only gets experience if you get all the way through it. So Lavitz has a load of ones which have like one experience point. And they're like, oh, come on. Darts have been so easy. I don't know if it's like worth just moving him back to the easier one or not. I mean, I'm getting better results with Rod Typhoon than Gust of Wind Dance. I don't know if I... No. You know what? Yeah. Just for the sake of completeness, we'll start putting Dart on double slash again. So we can level that up. Yeah. Yeah, because double slash at level 1 is damage equivalent of Burning Rush at level 5. But Burning Rush does, like, basically guarantee him a shift over to Dragoon. So that's definitely one to put him on later, but I don't know. I like to be tidy. Ah, come on, Rabbits. Why does it have to be so hard? Oh, don't you start. There we go. Oh, I can't say that. Specifically because I don't know what you're actually saying. Yes! Got Rod Typhoon done. Ugh, so hard. Lavitt's turned into a proper tank as well, though. He's got huge health, huge defense. Now, if only there was some kind of mechanic where I could taunt them. And then it can be like, one of my Etrian Odyssey builds, or one of my preferred ones. Ah, mate, Etrian Odyssey. Oh, that's a good game. I mean, it's sort of cursed by the fact that the best one isn't one of the ones that they're re-releasing. Like, ugh, the fourth one, which was their first one to be on 3DS. It was so fucking good, and like there was such good synergy between all the different classes in the game. You know, like real proper, like you could really strategize with your thingies very easily, which I guess is sort of just me coming up with excuses for not being as good at Etrian Odyssey, I guess. But I feel like the other ones, like, there are classes which are fairly superfluous, and you just, it's not as easy to do, like, ludicrous builds. Because I feel like that was a lot of what I did in Etrian Odyssey 4, was make some absolutely ludicrous high-powered builds, which might just mean that, like, the way I was playing was ways which were, like, unbalanced in the game, maybe, but I don't know. Seems wild to me how much they're ooh, special. Let's do special. I haven't. Oh, I think that's, you get everyone to do it. Oh, am I right in thinking that? Yeah, everyone becomes a Dragoon. Brill. Oh, and yes, and I forgot. Oh, snazzy. All the background's gone all wibbly. I'll have it. Use Wind Blaster. We might as well. Oh, he says Wing Blaster, which makes sense because it turns into a bird. Yeah. But Lavitz only has like level 1 Dragooning, so he can't stay as one.
So the background's back to normal.
Yeah. Oh, a cat's fallen asleep on my feet. And the other is sleeping next to. Yay! They're being friends. Oh, they're asleep. So they're not being friends or being friends. Whatever. Whatever. Happy cats. That's what I want. Happy people, happy cats. Got quite a lot of energy. I was really knackered earlier today. Evidently, I must have lost a few hours at work or something and just fallen asleep. No other explanation. I must have fallen asleep in the day. Secretly. Either that or that. There was something very special in that tomato soup. Tomato soup. Yum 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 yum. It's really good. Ludicrous amount of bread with it. Excellent. Do do do. Right, can't try, but where do I? That's where I jump over. Jump over there, and then can I? Do I? No. Oh, I thought it was where I jumped over. I guess I've got to get through the thing instead. Yeah. Oh well. Oh yeah, pelicans. Oh, physical attack barrier. Oh no, how am I going to deal with that? Naturally, I think she can only do one or two things. Yeah, can I do astral drain? Oh well, we'll astral drain the lizard man. Drain the lizard man. Drain the man's lizard. Yeah, no, it just looks like. It does look like the healing beam comes from her butt. Looks like it's wheel plops. Yeah. The hell was I on about? Right. I think I'm only going to get them back to Lohan with its queen, Lindsay. I don't even remember any details about who or what a Lindsay Lohan is, but I remember it being a thing that was a culturally relevant thing where when I was a small person. I believe some kind of teen person for teens. I was cool. I didn't introduce a lot of people to Dungeons and Dragons at all. Like, the modern kids don't get it. You know, you used to get bullied for D&D and for comics and for the shit which is just all culture now. You know? Like, I find it really wild. Like, there's people who are getting really excited about like the goings on of the different superhero films that are all coming out, and I'm there and I'm like, ugh, it's a bit weird. Like, it's great, and I'm glad you're all finding something to really enjoy. That's excellent. You know, like, no way would I want to gatekeep any of this stuff because, you know, that's a dickhead thing to do. You know. Ooh, Rod Typhoon. Um, you know, like, that's part of why I'm doing these NAF recordings, to try and share things which I think are fun, because I feel like that's something that people should do. Like, I feel like the community of people nowadays. When I say nowadays, it's not really just nowadays. Actually, it's the past 10 years of Let's Plays, and the past 10 years of criticism and so on. And it's all based on X is naff, X is a ripoff, X is crap. You're dumb for liking this, and so on. And I think we should just all be like, hey, this is a neat thing. You should have a look at it because it's good and you will like it. Um, and I like to think that that's what I think about. Like I say, it is weird. It's weird that the exact same people who used to bully, basically, who used to be cruel about these things, because that was what you did. The you know, and even the strange people like me, like, did the same thing. Like, I've been thinking a lot recently, because again, like the negativity that's about, and like people like heavy metal going on about X isn't metal. Ghost, in particular, that's the example where they say it's a pop band, and I'm there being like, well, it sounds an awful lot like Black Sabbath, almost exactly to me. You know, it sounds a little bit derivative, but it's fun, and isn't that the whole point? But we used to do the exact same thing. We used to say him wasn't metal. And honestly, like, having recently listened to them a bit more again, and I'm like reevaluating them and being like, that's really good, but no, actually, no, it probably isn't metal, really. Not with where the genres moved to. Like, it's definitely more of a like a gothy rock and roll sort of dealy, but that's still really good. You know, I don't know. I think it's very weird, and I think we should all have more of an attitude of, this is a cool thing I like. I think you should experience it, because I don't get it. I don't get all the negativity. Um, and people being negative at each other, you know, and it is weird. And I do think people should own up. I think I think you should like the things now, and you should be like, yeah, no, it's okay to like all this stuff. But I think you should own up. I think you should own up to shitty behaviour, you know. And I accept that maybe it just doesn't cross your mind, or maybe you weren't aware that what you were doing was negatively affecting someone. But I think if you can, and if you remember to, because in fairness, like, you can't expect people to remember everything about everything they've ever done. But you know, you called out on it, just, apologise and all be nice to each other. Yeah. You can tell it's the middle of the night because I'm getting all pontificatey. Right, let's save this. I'm currently in the south of Serdio, and I may end up doing all the bits, all the next scenes, while I'm not recording. You may notice I play this when my family are about at the moment, because I'm just keep being knackered. But obviously I'm not going to record when, well, I don't get to play when my small person is around, but I'm not going to record with my wife around because it's just a bit. I don't know. It just seems a bit mean. So we'll leave it at that tonight. I should probably go to bed, but I'm probably gonna be too awake, so I will brush my teeth, go get into bed, and read Vampire Hunter D for a bit because I am a Dorcas. The D is for dork. Um, yeah, no. Oh, but that is actually. Once again, I'm doing it. I'm doing the negativity. No, Vampire Hunter D actually like really fun, really good. It's like it's like it's so influenced by manga. The way like the stories are structured and so on, but they're all fairly standalone. I mean, there's obviously the links between them and things that are mentioned, but it's one where you can pick it up wherever and you can just enjoy it, and they're eminently digestible. So yeah, I'm steadily making my way through them. I think I'm in the fifth or sixth book right now. I don't know if I finished it yet, but the last one I remember reading. I say remember reading as if I wasn't reading it like 1 or 2 days ago. But it was he's walked into a person's dream world without without noticing it and then knowing. And the thing is, like the character of D is very Deus Ex Machina. The D is for Deus Ex Machina because he just like he's a bit too competent at times. I think not really getting into jeopardy a lot of the time, but you know, it's fine. It's fun. It's silly. Oh, right. Good night, all. Ta-da.